up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Set, ready. Mike Pittsburgh.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Check.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup.
Watch the run.
First down.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
6-man. Check girls. Check.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. 4th down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the slant.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Got it.
5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Ready? Now.
And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Wilson. Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. On first down, Wilson. Now he's going to send this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw is Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll find Metcalf. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Wilson will throw again. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They come out here in the eye. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Breeze going to sneak it.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job. Hey, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, the defense is playing better, and Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
To throw again. Hill. And an alley to run. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. To throw is Hill. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. Check.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half #1. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
56.
Mike. Right there, 56. Defense focus. Hey, check.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks
Let's go.
first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Opposite. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. 61. Match box.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
21.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's a gain of 3.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Crunch time, defense.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now this time, Breeze will throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Quentin Jefferson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Bridgewater now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands, no matter how it goes to the other team.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Lynch, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing now is Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now Kamara, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
You ready? March 54.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Breeze to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
All day, baby.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner.